veteran William Hughes is a Northern Irish professional footballer who plays for Australian club Melbourne City and the Northern Ireland national team as a defender. Hughes plays mainly at centre-back, but can also be used at right-back or left-back, as well as anywhere in midfield. He is renowned for his disciplined defending, having made over 450 Premier League appearances without getting sent off, which is the second most in the history of the league, behind only Ryan Giggs. He began his career with Newcastle United, making his debut in 1997 and playing 279 games for the club across all competitions. He remained with the club until 2005, when he was transferred to Aston Villa for £1 million, and 2 years later he was signed by his former international manager Lawrie Sanchez to play for Fulham. He spent 6.5 seasons at Fulham, reaching the UEFA Europa League final in 2010. After leaving the club in January 2014, he had brief spells in the Championship with Queen's Park Rangers and Brighton and Hove Albion, then joined Melbourne City in July 2015. Hughes made his full international debut aged 18 in 1999 and has since earned 96 caps for Northern Ireland, the second most in the nation's history, behind goalkeeper Pat Jennings. Hughes captained the national team from 2003 up to international retirement in 2011, but returned to the team the following year. Club career Newcastle United Born in Cookstown, County Tyrone, Hughes came through the ranks at Newcastle United. He made his first team debut in the Camp Nou in a match between Newcastle and Barcelona on November 26, 1997, replacing Philippe Albert at half-time in a 1-0 UEFA Champions League defeat. His league debut came against Sheffield Wednesday on January 10, 1998, playing the entirety of a 2-1 defeat at Hillsborough. Although he featured in the earlier rounds, including the semi-final against Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford in the latter campaign as a 36-minute replacement for the injured Steve Howe, Hughes was not included in Newcastle's squads for their FA Cup final defeats in 1998 and 1999. He established himself in the team in the 1999 Euro 2000 season under Ruud Gullit and later Bobby Robson. Hughes scored his first goal for the club on September 19, 1999, heading Kieran Dyer's cross past Kevin Pressman to open an 8-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday at St James Park, and added his other goal of the season 6 months later to begin a 2-0 victory at Everton, dispossessing David Weir from 6 yards out and scoring past Paul Gerrard. Before the 2001 Euro 02 season, Hughes featured as Newcastle reached the final of that summer's UEFA Intertoto Cup. In the semi-final first leg away to 1860 Munich at the Olympia Stadion, he headed in Wayne Quinn's cross in the 83rd minute to win the match 3-2. In the second leg of the final on August 21, he scored a last-minute equaliser for a 4-4 draw against Troyes, but his team lost on the away goals rule. On January 27, 2002, he confirmed a 4-2 win at Peterborough United in the fourth round of the FA Cup, again heading in a cross from Quinn. Aston Villa On May 20, 2005, Hughes was sold to fellow Premier League side Aston Villa for a fee of £1 million, on a 3-year contract. He made his debut on August 13, as they began the season with a 2-2 draw against Bolton Wanderers at Villa Park, all 4 goals coming in the first 9 minutes. During his time in the West Midlands, he made 64 appearances in all competitions for his club. Fulham On June 27, 2007, Hughes was announced as a new signing for Premier League side Fulham. He was quoted as saying Euro unregistered trademark "I'm delighted to be joining Fulham and am looking forward to working with Lawrie Sanchez at club level. I enjoyed my time at Aston Villa, but when this opportunity presented itself I had no hesitation in coming to discuss the manager Euro unregistered trademark's ambitions for the club, which obviously were of great interest to me. Euro unregistered trademark I'm happy to have signed before the start of pre-season, which gives me the opportunity of being with the lads on day one, when we come back to training next week." He took the captain's armband in the absence of Brian McBride and latterly, Danny Murphy. On December 4, 2009, Hughes signed a new deal with the club which would see him remain at Craven Cottage until the summer of 2013. He scored his first goal for Fulham on December 26, 2010, heading a Simon Davis cross to open a 1-3 defeat to West Ham United at Craven Cottage. His second goal came against Dnipro in the Europa League on August 18, 2011, set up by Matthew Briggs for the first goal of a 3-0 victory. On September 14, 2012, Hughes signed a one-year contract extension with Fulham, keeping him at the club until 2014. He scored his third goal for Fulham, in his third different competition, against Manchester United in the fourth round of the FA Cup on January 26, 2013, heading Diogo Caraguni's cross at the end of a 4-1 defeat at Old Trafford. Queen's Park Rangers After 17 appearances for Fulham earlier in the season, on January 31, 2014, Hughes joined Queen's Park Rangers of the Championship on a free transfer. Manager Harry Redknapp signed him on a short-term deal until the end of the season, saying that Hughes would be useful in a defence suffering from injuries, while the player himself refuted suggestion that he was taking a step down in his career. Redknapp had previously tried to sign Hughes from Newcastle to West Ham United. He started on the bench a day later when the side drew 3-3 against Burnley, and made his debut on February 10 when they lost 1-0 to Derby. On May 24, Hughes was an unused substitute as QPR earned promotion to the Premier League with a 1-0 victory over Derby County in the playoff final at Wembley. On July 1, 2014, he was among 7 players released by QPR following the expiration of their contracts. Brighton and Hove Albion Following his release from QPR, Hughes signed a one-year contract with fellow Championship side Brighton and Hove Albion on July 14, becoming Sami Hyypiä Currency's first signing at the club. He made his debut on August 9 as they began the campaign with a 0-1 home loss to Sheffield Wednesday at the Farmers Stadium. He only played 13 matches across all competitions, and did not feature at all after January 2015. On April 27, before the season had finished, it was announced that Hughes and compatriot Paddy McCourt would be released at its conclusion. Melbourne City On July 13, 2015, it was announced that Hughes had signed a one-year contract for Melbourne City of the A-League. He credited Damien Duff, his former Fulham teammate, with persuading him to make the move. International career: Hughes made his debut for Northern Ireland on March 25, 1998, against Slovakia. He first captained his country on April 17, 2002, against Spain in Belfast. He was the regular captain from 2003 until his retirement in 2011, leading the team in notable wins over England, Spain and Sweden. With Hughes injured, Fulham teammate Chris Baird was given the honour of captaining Northern Ireland for Nigel Worthington's first games as manager. Hughes scored his only international goal, 13.5 years and 77 caps after his debut, against the Faroe Islands on August 10, 2011, opening a 4-0 winning qualification for UEFA Euro 2012 at Windsor Park. He announced his retirement from international football in September 2011. Injury meant that he could not play in the final Euro 2012 qualifying matches, so he retired on 79 caps. On February 19, 2012, Hughes announced his return to international football, and 10 days later played in Michael O'Neill's first match as manager, a 3-0 home friendly defeat to Norway. On May 31, 2015, Hughes earned his 96th cap by captaining the team to a 1-1 friendly draw against Qatar at Gresty Road in Crewe, surpassing his former teammate David Healy to become Northern Ireland's most capped outfield player of all time, and second overall to goalkeeper Pat Jennings. Honours: Fulham, UEFA Europa League, 2009 a Euro 10, Queen's Park Rangers, Football League Championship Playoffs, 2013 a Euro 14. Career statistics. Club equals. As of 12:56, March 28, 2015, 2011 a Euro 12 appearances includes match in Europa League, away to Dnipro on August 25, 2011, which is currently not included on Soxerbase website. International. As of May 31, 2015. References. External links: Aaron Hughes' career statistics at Soxerbase, profile at Irish FA.